channel, Love Storyteller Tarot. My name is Jeanette and this is the monthly reading for the elementals. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising for 2016. I'm doing this on the 20th of October. So I just want to say something about the new moon and the full moon cycles as well, which is you know, that new moon cycle goes to the next new moon cycle and the full moon cycle goes to the next full moon cycle, and then you've got like the 2 weeks in between. So you know, they can last up to a month, the energies, and longer, because that's the way it goes. So for next month's elementals, if you want to put your best wishes or Merry Christmas or whatever you want to do on the comments below for your sun sign, and if as a thank you I'm giving a free reading, in-depth reading for someone for the month of January, because next month, December, sorry, I'm getting confused. December I'd have been on there for a year, on YouTube for a year, and so it's a gift, it's a little thank you, and then if you just put yes please if you're interested in a reading, it's a thank you for all my subscribers that have you know, been with me for a while. So the message I got coming through for Capricorns, because I've done the fire signs and air signs, I did that a couple of days ago, is that it's saying don't allow others to stereotype you into, as in putting you in a box as how they see you. You need to be authentic and yourself, and now is the time to break free. That's the message that was coming through for the earth signs, so it will be interesting to see what the reading comes up with. Let's take a look. What are the most important messages? I think that I didn't realise, but I think that was it the new moon was a super moon, and then this next one is going to be a black moon. I mean, I don't know the reasons behind all of that. Maybe there'd be more in depth, I'm not too sure, but let's take a look, see what your messages are for the month of November for the earth signs. Remembering to don't allow anyone to stereotype you and put you in a box as, you know. Oh, there you go, you've shown up straight away, the Queen of Pentacles. So that is Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising, but it doesn't have to be, like if you've watched my moon video, whichever one it was, I've done so many I can't remember, my apologies. Yeah, this is you know, you're upright, so it's positive. She's feeling confident, she's in a good place, you know, things are working on a, you know, a practical level, everyday level. She's very organized, this lady. She's a multitasker. She's like a superwoman. She gets up, gets the kids ready, takes them to school, do their lunches. She's already done her emails and sorted herself out before that and prepared the dinner for the evening. You know, she's got meetings in the day, she goes to work, she does after school club, she does everything. She's a good organizer and yeah, a superwoman. She manages many things in one day. She's very proactive. She, you know, she doesn't sit around and think about things. She actually gets on with things. She's very, very hands-on and likes to see results. So she sets goals for herself. Even if they're little goals, she'll set them for that day or that week, that month. So yeah, very somebody, excuse me, somebody you can rely on, someone you can trust. Very loyal friend this person. So it says, because the dog's there, the companion's there, and dogs are very loyal. Do you know what? Even when owners abuse their animals, they still give such unconditional love. You know, it's amazing. So, and you know, dog backwards, you know, it's God. So you know, they're full of grace and unconditional love, which they teach us actually. But yeah, so her loyal companion's there, very connected to Mother Nature. So she will be involved with maybe things that are to do with nature, not necessarily always, but you know, practical things really. So she's showing up in the reading. Oh, lovely. I love this card. This is like the bubbling excitement. It's, oh, something's new's happening, and I've been feeling that excitement for probably the last 3 months. Not sure what it's about, but it's that feeling in love, you know, when you first meet someone, or you're getting excited about maybe a new house, or a new home, a new job, or something new, something fresh. You can sense and feel things are changing, and this is what this is all about. It's a new emotional beginning. It's the cups, you know. And I feel this, because this can represent the past, but I feel this lady, she's all about patience. She has been so patient for this new beginning to come in love. She really has. I'm sensing she's waited possibly even many years. I sense that she's gone through, obviously most of us have gone through a breakup, but I do feel this is somebody who has been married and divorced. I do sense that she's already been married, and she's gone through a divorce, and she's probably been on her own for a while, and she's been waiting very patiently for this new beginning, this new emotional love to come in. This can also can be the start of your, you know, your psychic, your clairvoyance, your seeing, your feeling, your knowing, all those sort of things as well. But it does actually represent the unknown. But this is saying, yes, you know, this is the time. This is in the present. This is in the present. So there could be somebody around you that's got you excited, or somebody's caught your eye where love's concerned, and it's stirring those feelings maybe that have been dormant for a long time. Usually you can sense it in your heart chakra. You can sense the excitement in your heart, and that's when you know this has been activated. So I think on another card on the Rider-Waite, I think there's a hand coming out, I'm not too sure, but there's, you know, the Dove of Peace, and putting it in the cup, but it's the cup runneth over. So it's like, but you haven't met that person yet. That's not being in a relationship. That's just the beginning of one, or a love situation, or you know, that can be to do with a baby as well. That can be to do with a baby, you know, because it's about, that could be it's like an embryo, the embryo stage. So it would only be the beginning for some, maybe, if that's what you know, the new beginning is on an emotional level, that's what you want. So it could be that also, but this is in the present. So for some, we'll see what the other cards say, but for some that could be if that's what you're wanting. It's a general reading. It will be resonate with some and not with others. Try not to get too fixated on the sun signs. It's just the description. If the description fits, then go with that. And like I say, you're the only one that knows everything that goes on in your life. So, you know, it's about, these readings are meant to trigger your own intuition. And you know, like I say, write it down. You get a thought, you get a feeling, you get a knowingness, write it down, because that will be your personal messages to you. So this can represent the future if we look at it that way. There's something, like I say, I see this more as something that's been built up, like a mask. You know, the walls that keeps you confined. Well, a mask will keep you confined, because you cannot have true intimacy if you're wearing a mask. It's impossible. You're just a robot. You're just mechanical. You're just, you know, you're having sex from your mind, not from your heart, because it's you can't get in touch with those, because you're putting the wall up, you're putting the barriers up. So and you know, it gets to a stage where you've got to let the mask off. You've got to show your soul, you know, because the soul is the heart chakra, and your feelings communicate to you. You know, that it's like your sat nav. So what's it saying here? This is a new beginning, a fresh start, wanting to come in, because this is the present. And then we get the Tower next to it. Well, I'm sensing it can't go to the 2 if the masks are on. It's impossible. It will just remain at the flirting stage. It won't go beyond that if the masks are on. I mean, they're reminding me of you know, one of my films that I like, Must Love Dogs. I know I've mentioned it before, but they're saying to say it again. So and I was just talking to a friend about it on the phone the other day, you know, that we need to be naked first, and we need to be open and honest to begin with, because, you know, in the film they're sat down and he said, can we just start from the beginning? Can we just be naked, just tell each other, you know, our deepest fears and whatever, so that we can get that out the way and then get on with the relationship? Because unless you show somebody who you are, where you are now, without shame or embarrassment, and instead of putting a mask on that says, oh, look at me, my life's in control, I've got it organized, I'm okay, but underneath, no, you're not. So it's like saying, you know, okay, not oversharing too much, but it's about not wearing the mask to begin with, and you know, expressing why you are where you are, and you know, the hurt, not to go into victim mode, so that you can just let this mask down, let these barriers down, so that love could blossom, because love can't blossom with this situation. So there's some in some way this can be like shocking news, something coming in maybe something coming in around this situation, this new love. We need the other cards to go deeper. So yeah, the Pentacles again. So this, maybe this lady then, because this is to do with the past, she's gone through a hard time financially, like having to, but she's very good, she's thrifty, and she can move money around to create, to deal with situations when they show themselves. So she is clever that way, but it feels like she's been, maybe through the divorce, I don't know, she's been having this restrictive financial, around financial security, and what's trying to come through. So for some it will be, you know, being restricted around finance, money, that, you know, your physical life, and not being able to move forward, or it can be for some of the earth signs, because this is like poverty consciousness. It's like being out in the cold. So for somebody's put her out in the cold, or she's put somebody out in the cold, she or he, it doesn't matter, whoever is, you know, the feminine in the relationship. Because like I say, you've got your masculine and your feminine in within you, and then you know, same-sex couples, one of them will take more of the feminine role, and vice versa, one will take more of the masculine role. So it doesn't matter, it's just the energy. But this person, either their thinking is around this, that they don't have enough, that they've never had enough, and that's what they experience because this is in the past, or it could be that, you know, they feel somebody put them out in the cold, which they could have literally, this lady might have lost everything due to a divorce, and then, you know, she's having to work things out money wise. It could be that you know, this can be about the body, so this can be not feeling well, not feeling good enough about yourself. This can be to do with weight gain, loss of weight, because it's about loss. It can be about the body, you see. So it can be ailments, it can be around food, anything like that. So, but that is to do with the past stroke present. Oh, we've got the Star card though in the middle. We had that another time, which was in the middle. But this is fresh hope. It's upright. It's fresh hope. If it was reversed, it would be false hope. You're hoping for something that's never going to happen. But this is, you know, and I keep seeing we've got around here, we've got construction and everything, and there's these great big lorries, mixers. They're mixers to mix all the cement up, I think. And in purple, it's got hope on there, and then you've got the vans that go around as well. And whenever I'm walking my dog, all I see is these, you know, lorries and vans. So for me, because that's how I work with my own guidance system, for me, hope is about a certain situation, you know, having a certain outcome to a situation. That's what hope stands for me. Faith is different. Faith is the unknown. You have absolutely no idea what the hell will be going on, and you just have to have faith. And that's what the Fool card is about the leap of faith. But this card shines the light. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, hence why it's called the Hope card. There is that light at the end of the tunnel, and this is what they're saying for you earth signs, to hang on in there. There is something. I just feel like this person has had a hard time financially to gain independence, and they're saying, you know, have hope. The stork is here. The stork underneath here, you know, the stork and the Ace of Cups can be a pregnancy. So like I was saying, there's something, might be for some, around a pregnancy, very early days, conception, that might be a shock. That might be a shock. So it might be unexpected, because this is the unexpected card. This is the unexpected. This is a wake-up call card. So for some, it might be that. And then the thinking will be, oh my goodness, I haven't got enough as it is, let alone another baby. So it could be because the stork is very prominent here. But you know, and it's to do with emotions. She's got one leg in and one leg out, but she is naked on here. She's naked, and her hair is very long. Her hair is represents psychic abilities, but she's naked, and that's what you need to be. You need to be naked emotionally to have true intimacy. It's not about the physical body, because you know that means that's your soul star. That's what you're following. That's the star that is the light at the end of the tunnel. Is, you know, following your heart, following your listening to your heart chakra, because I see these stars as your 7 chakras, you know, the earthly one, the sacral one, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, third eye, and the crown. And it's about balancing all those, because she is like a balancing act, but it's around the emotions. It's a very healing card, and a hope, a wish fulfilled card. They're saying, so for some that are wishing for that, then you know, a pregnancy, a baby, they're saying have hope, and for some it might be oh, can't see all those, can we? Sat in a different position today. Oh, we've got major arcana again, so we've got 3 major arcanas. Yeah, but this is on this set anyway. It's called the Karma card, but it's the Judgment card. It's number 20, and these people, it's like a ritual. It's or what's the word? It's like honoring this eclipse. So still sense maybe the eclipse cycles are still affecting the relationships, but this is like the family offering up. It's like what do you call them? It's like offering up. In the Rider-Waite, it's the coffins, it's the rebirth, isn't it? But this is called the Karma card on here. And number 20, you see, so I see that as a test. There's a test, there's a karmic test, because of the Tower. Maybe the test is to put down this mask, to be naked like she is, and put down your barriers. Put down your barriers, because barriers and boundaries are 2 different things. Healthy boundaries are about respect and loving yourself. boundaries. What's the other one I just said? Defense. And the other one is, you know, you're out of the past hurt, you're putting up a brick wall, and then nobody can come in. No one can come in, because you're putting up a defense, and nobody can get in there. So, but there's something around a karmic test, because the new world, because it's the world card after, the new world is unable to begin. It's not going to begin until, this is about conflict, and this is in the future. So this is about conflict. This is about expressing oneself without fear of upsetting somebody else. You know, you just got to say it, no matter what the consequences is, because there's some karmic lesson that needs to be learned, because this is Mars, this is Pluto, I think, and they collide. They collide. They're like, this is the Aries of fire, and can be, you know, anger, but anger's healthy. Anger's healthy. It just means you have to honor it and express it in a favorable way. Ignoring it, this is when you ignore the anger, because the anger is about healthy boundaries and maybe somebody stepping over that. And if you ignore it, you're like a pot boiling, and you simmer each time something happens, and you feel that anger and you don't deal with it, and then it simmers, and then poof, it explodes, and then that causes real damage then. So don't let it get to that stage. You can have healthy relationships that, you know, and love yourself and have healthy boundaries, is what they're saying. But yeah, before the new world can come, this needs to happen first, because this is the rebirth. This is like the cross, and then the dying to the old, and then you're rebirthed into a new person, because you've let go of how you saw yourself in the past, or how you were in the past. It's all around behavioural patterns. What else are they wanting to say? Because before that, this is 20, before that's 19 is the sun. The sun comes after the star. No, it doesn't. The star is 17, and then it's the moon, 18. Yeah, so you get the moon, which is a bit like this here. We don't have the sun, but there is the light at the end of the tunnel concerning this situation or relationship. Oh, we've got one in reverse. It's the Page of Wands. I see this Page of Wands as somebody with enthusiasm, an enthusiastic message. It's like a returning. It's like he's saying, you know, hi, I'm home, I'm back, honey, I'm home. I'm back. You know, when he's his mouth's open, his hands up as a welcome, and this is somebody coming back from a journey. Now on this one, you've got the cat. The cat's about the feminine energy, and the dog is about the masculine energy. So she's got the masculine there next to her, and he's got the cat, the feminine. So maybe he's gone on a journey to find his feminine side, and you know, he's coming back as a youthful, you know, feeling younger, feeling more connected to his inner child, more hopeful, more vibrant, you know, and this journey has been tough, but this feels like, because the wands are about awakening. Sorry, I forgot I did my tea. The wands are about awakening, awakening to your creativity, to passion, to enthusiasm. They're all very good feelings, and excitement, which this card is here about excitement. So yeah, it's just a sense that this person is awakening, but only in the early stages, and it's like they've learned something. They had to go into poverty, or they were in poverty consciousness, and you know, they've had to go on their journey, spiritual journey, because that's what the wands represent to me, is their spiritual journey. And that doesn't have to be a physical journey. It could be that, you know, they've gone through lessons, because this is very much about restrictions that restrict you, that force you into your lessons so that you learn. So spirit can guide you down a path via the trickster if you're not being honest. If you're not being honest and you're wearing masks, spirit can trick you via signs, synchronicity, via your fate, via signs, to get you to go down a path. They'll trick you back into you telling yourself the truth about a situation, and then your path narrows and narrows and narrows until that's it, you've got no room, you can't go anywhere. And that's what these cards are about, restrictions. And that can be financial restrictions, so no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, get a job, start a business, anything around money, it just won't happen, because your guidance, your guides are keeping you in a situation because there's something you're still needing to learn. For this Queen of Pentacles, especially around new beginnings to do with love, and around you know, building up defense mechanisms instead of healthy boundaries. And there's a difference. But, or it could be on a practical level, you know, this could be a mother, and then there's financial. In the past there's been financial restrictions to do with a youth, teenager, or, you know, university. So it could be that, it's a general reading, but I'm sensing this is somebody that's come back off a journey, you know, which then it could say that, but somebody's come back from a spiritual journey. They're more into their feminine side, because the feminine is very independent. A cat is very independent. It doesn't need walking like a dog, and it doesn't seem to need what a dog needs. So a dog is dependent, a cat is independent. That's the male and the female again. It's about balancing that independence and dependence, where you get your interdependency, which is the healthy, which, you know, we're all searching for. Oh, I'm just babbling on, aren't I? So right, we've got a court card again. So but he's upright. I like to see this guy upright. This guy is, but he is facing that way. He's facing towards there. So it's just a sense that, you know, this person's come back on a journey, but, you know, they're only just awakening. They've had an epiphany. They've had an insight. Now this is like the warrior, the soldier. He's in action. So, but he's got no his visor's not down, but his sword is up. He is ready for action. You know, this person is ready for action, and this can come under air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It can come under that, but it's more of the characteristics. It's somebody who's a warrior. somebody who will fight for something that they believe in. So maybe this is about a new belief that's come up. You know, there's somebody that would speak up for other people that don't have a voice. Yeah, very much the warrior energy of going into battle. As you can see, he's all armored up, even his horses. So, but you can see his eyes, so he knows where he's going. He knows where he's going, but his sword is, someone's beeping the car. When I was saying about that, a car is about beeping, and I said he knows where he's going. So I think that was a sign about him. Let's have a look. Oh, hello, happy chappy not. This card has come up in my readings anyway throughout the whole of the year that I've been on YouTube. So well, definitely from February. So there you go. That energy has been around for a long time. You know, this is the miser card. This is the Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge card. It can work different ways as well, but he's protecting his heart there. I don't know if you can see it or not. He's protecting his heart there with the coin. The coin represents the material, the tangible physical stuff that a lot of people hold dear, and sometimes the lesson is that they have to lose everything and experience this poverty. Well, even rich people who are very wealthy even experience this, because even though they've gone from rags to riches, what's the saying, you can take the so-and-so out of so-and-so, but you can't take them out of whatever. Then, you know, it's that feeling. So even though they might have gained all that money, they still act this way, and they're not congruent. They haven't come into their body and balanced the new way of being. So but yeah, this can be torn down, and this is about the future. So maybe somebody's still holding on again. Maybe someone's giving a shout out, and maybe the shout out stirs this person up. They're ready for battle, but they don't need to be, because we've got the hope, we've got the star. There's a light at the end of the tunnel to do with new beginnings in love. So maybe he's ready for battle when he doesn't need to be. You know, this person isn't. So maybe a shout out, so i.e. a call, a text message, or any form of communication stirs this warrior up to into action, because this is the holding on. This is a holding on pattern. And sometimes, yeah, you do have to save money. You need to be practical and save money. But it's about stingy, miserly. They're not prepared to share of emotion or finances, because they've gained something. I mean, he's sat down, you see, he's not taking any action, but he is taking action, and that's in the here and now. This is what's at the heart of the matter, is hope. So maybe they're saying, have hope around this situation that's been very stagnant, but it's been very karmic. It's been very karmic, and a lesson for this person, whoever is the person that's been holding on too tightly to their finances or their security, property, and not sharing, as in sharing of themselves, being naked and sharing of themselves. Then this is the karmic lesson for them, for that person. because they're judging, because this is the Judgment card. They've been judging a situation, or they will be judging a situation around that. Because if you look at the, well, we've got the 3, this has to come first. This has to come first. That maybe then leaves room for hope. So something needs to be torn down first, that maybe then leaves room for hope, and for this karmic situation to be healed, so that new beginnings can, the World card can come next. But let's have a look, see what's going on underneath. Oh la la. Oh, there we go. So that's the Ace of Wands. So again, another ace, another new beginning on a spiritual and emotional level. This is what's going on underneath the unconscious. So maybe not knowing why all this is happening, it's because this is about waking up. The ace is about waking up. You know, he's got his ace there. So maybe somebody did wake up to a certain degree in the past, because that can be past, but also future, present. So maybe they did to a certain degree, but not enough. Not enough. And this is enterprise. It's having the energy. This is having the energy emotionally, and this is having the energy, physical energy, you know, that charge from your base chakra, your sacral chakra, to get it going, to get you up and fired up. Maybe that's that, up and fired up. Maybe this needs to happen first, because that's number 16. Yeah, 16 is the Tower, so the Tower has to happen first before the Star, which is 17, to happen. You're cut out the Moon, which is 18, and the Sun, which is 19, which is the masculine and the feminine, and go straight to the karmic healing. Ready, because that's dark, and that's dark. All of those 3 cards are dark, the major arcanas. So there's something in the dark that needs to come to the light, but there is a bit of light shining on it. There's a bit of light, bit of grace, bit of divine feminine showering itself down. So yeah, this is I see this as the butterfly is all about transformation. 4 stages the butterfly goes through. So it goes through 4 stages of awakening, and what I'm getting there is you awaken on a physical level, an emotional level, a mental level, and a spiritual level. So that's what the butterfly is all about. And what's happening here is someone's waking up on the emotional and spiritual level. So it can be that you work on the emotional for a long time and not the other ones, and then it can be that you're working on 2 like this, and not the other 2. It's whatever a situation causes you to wake up. And but yeah, this is all about a new beginning, to do with creativity, projects, enterprises. So this is why all this is happening, to get the energy. Because if you're poorly, or if you're exhausted by a situation, or finances, lack of finances, it can really drag your energy down, and you don't have the energy to get up and do what you need to be doing. I live in your purpose. Let's have a look, see what these cards want to say. Sorry, I just when it channels, but there you go. Let's see what these want to say. Oh, right. Well, there's some form of trickery around this Queen of Pentacles. So something that's, because this is about slyness, either she's being sly around finances, or around a new beginning, a pregnancy. So for some, you know, be careful. Or this is like cunning. This is the magician in the normal tarot, the fox in the animal tarot. It represents the magician. And I said she's a superwoman. She's able to multitask. Either there's some trickery around her, or she's being that way. So I don't know. Or she needs to be cunning. She needs to be cunning, one way or the other. Foxes are sly. They're sly because they're always being chased, and they're sly because they have to be, to sneak in and get their needs met. So right, with this is the baby card, and the stork. I did say about a baby and about a stork, and that can be conception, early stages of conception. Maybe somebody was tricked, or maybe this Queen of Pentacles tricked somebody, or in the past. That could be to do with the past that happened. And then the consequences are going to be that, because it's been built up on falseness. Because the stork there, I said that from the beginning, and then there you go, you got the baby there. So, but this is a card of hope. So maybe some people don't feel, because of the past, that they've got the money to have another baby. Maybe it's to do with that. This can also symbolically represent something in its early stages for those that, you know, aren't considering a family. It can also be a grandbaby, you know, not just a baby. What's it thing? It can be a grandbaby. Oh, there we go. We've got the Sun card on the Ace of Cups. So this is very positive. So positive. It's optimism, it's blessings, it's everything that you could wish for. Whatever this new beginning on an emotional level is for you personally, then it's going to bring great joy. You know, it makes you smile. It makes you smile. And there you go. There's the 19. There's the Sun, and it's on there. Yeah. So we've got. So this is a blessing. This is good news, because that's in between the Queen and the Tower and the Snake. This is, yeah, see, this is something that this can be a difficult card also. Something that's been built up on falseness, and you know, it's just gonna come down. It's gonna come down, because so you need to be using your wisdom, because that does represent the future. Yeah, this is around security, like I was saying. This Five of Pentacles around finances and security, and what that is, how somebody sees. So literally somebody was put out in the cold, but there is hope there. There's that flower, you see. So yeah, definitely to do with security. Maybe this woman's had to be that way around finances. Not too sure, but this karmic tie, something that's needing to come to an end, is around male or female, around somebody that would show themselves as a friend, but maybe because the Tower and the snakes there, they're not. There's falseness around that. There's falseness around it. But it's karmic. There's a lesson there that needs to be learned. And as I said earlier, this is there you go, there's a path. And there's a path here. This is somebody coming back from a journey. I don't see this as somebody going. It's somebody coming back, because it's the past. They're coming back, and they've gained some sort of enlightenment around security. And that's because that's about staying. That's about staying. So coming back. It's coming back. It's not going down. It's coming back from a journey. Because they needed to stay, really. They needed to stay, and they didn't. They went. Yeah. This is anxiety. This is anxiety. This is, yeah, so be careful not to act out, because the Knights are about acting. Be careful not to act out. We'll put some cards on him in a minute, because he's feeling anxious. You know, it's about not taking action when you feel this way, when you feel nervous. Or he's feeling nervous about taking action. But wow, this is the strength. This is about strength, being bold around finances. So what's it saying? Something important. See, this friend is important. A karmic tie, a karmic lesson about somebody, the characteristics of somebody that withholds, but it is important. And this is about strength around this friendship. But yeah, that could be wisdom, but don't know, let's put some more cards. But there's change, and can be sudden change, which matches the Tower. Can be sudden change, so it could be a sudden, because this is a wake-up call, so maybe a sudden wake-up call, something, you know, it's like a realization. So maybe something happens that it's like, oh, it's like a slap round the face. Maybe a message that's given, because of this, a message that's given. Let's have some of these cards out quick. On this Knight of Swords, what's that about? Knight of Swords, what's the most important messages? Oh, we've got, well, he's coming in with the Sword of Truth, and maybe he's a bit nervous about that, because he's like, he's having to fire himself up, like breathe and take action, because this is all about a card of action. So maybe he's like really nervous, because he knows or she knows that they're going to say it. That no matter, even if they're nervous, they're going to say it. They need to say it, and it brings success, because you got your laurel wreath there, and it's in his right hand, which he's going to be giving of his truth around a baby situation, or around a child situation. So his child, or yeah, so because he's going to speak his truth, and he's nervous about it, because he wants to move away. He wants to move away from this turmoil and past trauma, past you know, he's fed up. He wants to move to a quieter place within himself, within his own mind. He doesn't want to look back. He's only looking forward. But maybe he's having, because he's facing that way, maybe it's something to do with the past, and he's having to, or she's having to do something, say something to somebody from the past, because then we get the Ace of Wands again, which brings about change, and they're all all upright. And this is a spiritual awakening, or an enterprise, you know, starting something fresh. Creativity. There's something. Let's have a look on the dog quickly, because I've only got 104, and then I've got to switch the camera off. Yeah, it's around this Queen of Wands, this entrepreneur lady, and that can be a business, you see, creativity, a business, a project, because that's going to bring the change. That's going to bring the change. It needs to happen, and it's around this Queen of Wands, who's an entrepreneur, who's a visionary. Oh yeah, but she needs and wants her independence. But this relationship is based on friendship. Somebody that's now classed as a friend might have had a relationship, but there's a karmic tie. There's a karmic tie. Something about this person holding on to finances. Something around not having, the Queen of Pentacles not having enough finances to get this vision up and running. But this friendship is karmic, and there's something that needs to be sorted, and it's to do with her independence. To do with her independence, which is abundance, to do with the King of Pentacles. So, and that is Pentacles, which then she becomes her own master of her money, you see. And then there's the balanced relationship, and that's definitely under Taurus. I see that. So they can be quite stubborn, but he's upright. So there we go. Let's have a look, see what the... Should we just have a quick look, see what the Tower says? Really, you need to go through them all, but that's what personal readings are for. We go through all of them and go deeper. Well, she's the one then that's going to be experiencing this, or she's the one that needs to be cunning and take down the mask. Take down the mask to get this happy new beginning, emotional happy new beginning that brings sunshine, that brings clarity, that brings sunshine, that brings happiness. So this is around the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, because that's about collaborating, and like I'm saying, you're needing to collaborate because you've got a vision. It's, and the being the entrepreneur is going to get you the independence. This Queen of Pentacles, and the equal partnership that she's looking for. But there's a karmic tie to do with this relationship, and there's no collaboration because of this. That's why there's no collaboration. Because there needs to be collaboration there you go, there needs to be collaboration to get this union, to get this equal partnership, to get the two. You see, there's the Ace, but it's not a relationship at the moment, but it can be in the future if this happens. Oh, if this happens. Don't have time to do any more because that says 59. No. Let's see what the romance angels want to say. What are the most important messages for the earth signs? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I do sense it's the Queen of Pentacles that needs to be expressing her love. And whatever I said earlier, because what was the message? Don't allow others to stereotype. I put you in a box. You need to be responsible and be true to yourself. It's time to break through, which was the message. So maybe the way to break through, and maybe you do need to be a little bit cunning to do with your security, and it's about going back with enthusiasm. Open your heart and to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love, you see, which is the Ace of Cups in the Sun, to get this here. So it is to do with her because the Queen of Pentacles came up here, and that's about wisdom. But it's saying it is safe to love. Yeah, your romantic feelings are real and worth exploring. So that's what the Ace of Cups is. So who's ever stirring those romantic feelings, whether it's somebody from the past or whether it's somebody from in the present, the here and now, you need to explore that because it's worth it, because they are your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And I could go into my views on soulmates, but I don't have enough time now. I'll do a separate one about that. I'll come back with a separate one about that at some point. But yeah, this is your soulmate. But this Tower, this Queen of Pentacles, needs to do something. And what's at the end that brings bottom, which brings, you know, the change and a new dawning, a new dawn, a new awakening, is the reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, which is what I saw. Woo! Which is what I saw those cards as, really. Someone returning, like I said. Okay, if you want to ask your question quickly about the reading, and then you can pause it and then concentrate and ask your question. This is going to be your answer. Communicate clearly. Most important is about the communication, how you communicate. Learn from the past, how you did it in the past. You've got to be doing it different now to get a different outcome, which goes back to one of my other readings. So oh gosh, right, let's end with this. Be authentic to who you are, which was the message that you had at the beginning. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So remember that. That's really important. That's the Queen of Pentacles. So the story has unfolded. I said about, and that's the message at the beginning, is about being authentic. That mask needs to come down, and it's the Queen of Pentacles going to be the one that does it. So there we go. Okay, I will wish you lots of love for the month of November, and if you need a reading, please go to my website, and I'll see you back here in December. Lots of love. Namaste.